Alright guys, welcome to a terribly lit, therefore low quality looking beer review, but would you expect anything different than a clueless drinker beer review? Today we're going over to Lost+Found, and this is a can of the, I don't know if you're supposed to reference the letters A.BL R35 Roady IPA-Z, or Roady IPA, as I'm going to say. Yeah, Lost and Grounded. I don't know the full story of what happened, but I think they came back like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And Beer 52 decided to have a little bit of celebration, and that's what the main theme of June's box was. But it wasn't all Lost and Found beers. There were some actually really quite surprising beers included in the box, to be honest. But yeah, not a bad box thus far. So this is actually my first time ever drinking a can from these guys, and I do really enjoy the artwork. This was actually brewed at De Prof, so I'm not too sure what the whole thing is, whether they actually have their own brewing premises. If not, I don't know why they couldn't have just brewed the beer themselves and then gave it to Beer 52. I don't know, it doesn't bother me. I know some people don't like it when the beers in the box are brewed by someone like De Prof or above Reanders like they used to, but it doesn't bother me. For the most part, if breweries aren't happy with the end product of other people brewing their beers, then they just wouldn't be happy and they wouldn't greenlight it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, enough of the politics around beer. So yeah, Roady IPA. So, just reading at the back. Haze, fruit, melon, citrus, blueberry. Hops are Thick Secret, Equinox and Mosaic. Malts are Maris, Caramalt and Golden Promise. Yeast is WLP 001. And this is clocking in at, don't know what the ABV is, 5.2%, very clear. It was genuinely clear, I was just a bit of a dick. Anyway, so let's get this beer open and see what we get. So, using my dead crafty beer glass. A place that I've not been to for ages and I really need to go. In fact, I've not had a drink around Liverpool for quite a while. It's usually just like the really trad places with family where, you know, you get like £1.25 pints of Feekstons and that sort of stuff. And then, of course, you go to Cooper's, which anybody in Liverpool, you either love that place or hate it. After a few drinks, it's quite charming, but, oh, God. Jesus Christ, cheap beer though, so I'm not going to complain too much. And yeah, beer in a glass. It's got like a sort of very pale frizziness. That's not the word I was looking for, but yeah, there is a sort of haze in there. It almost looks like a session IPL pale ale. Garden hoovering going on outside, aka cutting grass. And yeah, lovely colour to it. Yellow, a little bit of an amber hue coming through. Beer poured about 2 figures worth of really nice reinforced white head. Looks like a really nice inviting beer on a slightly warm evening. And as I'm doing this, because I am in the comfort of my own home and I've just about cooked my tea, I'm actually taking my jeans off because it's really fucking warm. And I've got a jumper on because I'm a twat. But that's the price you pay when you dress like a fucking superstar, do you know what I mean? Anyway, humble brag. I'm modest, really. I'm my own biggest critic, as most of you guys know, so never take any of those comments seriously. Anyway, but I do dress good. Beer in the glass looks fantastic. Let's give it a bit of a sniff. You're getting a very subtle hop character. That head seems to be blocking the aromas coming out. I do get the tropical aromas from the Mosaic. Equinox and Vic Secret, they're hops that I don't really gravitate towards too much, so I can't really like say, oh, that's a big amount of Vic Secret. But you do get a sort of like berry character that you do get from something like Vic Secret. And it has got a bit of like a blueberry raspberry going on. But it's not the most in-your-face hoppy aroma. But it smells really good, what is there. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Ooh. It's a very berry beer. It's got like a tart blueberry character coming through, and even like the sharpness of you know, like lingonberry. You know, the lingonberry jam you can get from IKEA or any other place, or you can make it yourself with fresh lingonberries. Yeah, it's even like a gooseberry tartness coming through. Then it's got very subtle sort of mango flavour coming through, a little bit of a tropical edge. It's by far a juice bomb. Lovely bitterness on the back end. But yeah, it's got a really berry forward hop character. The body feels much lighter than the actual ABV. Very gentle carbonation, a little bit watery. In fact, it's got like that sweetness of flavoured water coming through, which is a nice flavour, but yeah, it's not really the most satisfying of bodies, to be honest. It's just a simple IPA at the end of the day. I'm not gonna, you know, scream about it or, you know, sing from the rooftops, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, you know, post a hate-filled blog on my WordPress. Do you know what I mean? Like rainbow herd people always seem to do. Yeah, it's just it's alright. It's going to complement me chicken strips with sriracha mayo wedges. Of course it is. The spiciness of that's going to cut through the beer nicely, or the beer's going to cut through the spiciness. But on its own, a little bit disappointing. And not the best introduction to the brewery, it has to be said. But I'm happy to give them another try. I know I've been hearing a lot of people, well, a lot of people did rave about them before whatever happened. So yeah, I'm happy to give them another chance. I've got another beer in there. I gave away my Brute IPA that I got to Rob as a mystery beer, because fuck Brute IPAs, by the way. I can't fucking stand Brute IPAs. No one likes Brute IPAs. Stop brewing Brute IPAs, please. Those characteristics, just for me, and it's just my opinion, do not work in an IPA. I've never had, right breast is wobbling, I've never had a satisfying Brute IPA. So, of course, I thought hopefully he will have drank it and done his video by now, or I will have to wait until I've seen it. But a little bit of a troll there from my fellow beer tubers. But the other beer that I gave him should make up for it. But yeah, and what else have I got actually from these guys? As I make a disgusting sound. I actually don't know where the other can is. I may have already consumed that can and not really remembered. Of course I reviewed it earlier today. It was a session pale ale, which actually was much more flavoursome and full-bodied than this, and although not the most amazing of drinking experiences, a little bit more satisfying than this. So in terms of a rating then, but then again, I know something like Vic's Secret and Equinox, you know, very popular in New Zealand IPAs, which is another sub-style that has never really, you know, tickled my fancy. So of course there is biases there going into this one. But as objective as I can be, I'm not really a big fan of this. Will I drink the rest of it? Hell yes. If I was gifted a 6-pack, would I grumble? Hell no. But it's making me want to drink much more flavoursome IPAs, and I don't know, it's just this sort of like drab wateriness about it, which I'm not a big fan of. But then again, I don't want to come across like a dick towards the brewery, but you know, even if someone like, you know, Northern Monk, my favourite brewery ever, aside from Agostino, my favourite British brewery, if Northern Monk brewed this beer, I'd be saying the exact same things. It's just not tickling me at all, and I've got my pants off, so I've got easy access, but it's just not doing anything for me. It's not titillating me. It's not an explosion in my mouth. take that how you will. I know how I would. Can we just keep a nice string of euphemisms there? It's okay. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's just a little bit boring, a little bit dull, and it has promise of being something much more exciting. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure people will drink this and think, oh, that's a lovely beer, give me another can. That's fantastic. You know, there are beers that I feel that way, and other people just downright hate. So, swings and roundabouts. So yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Are you a fan of the brewery? Were you a fan of them before? Have you tried this? What other beers do you like from them? Just hit me up in the comments. Check out the brewery anyway. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on them, trying other stuff. Be interested to see where their journey takes them, and I wish them all the best. I wish anybody who gets into the brewing industry all the best, because it's very competitive, and yeah, you're really entitled, aren't we? Yeah, we moan about the tiniest little thing of mine. That book's just gone off. So I'm going to be watching This Is How You Don't Play. Probably one of my favourite series, Dark Sci-Fi, legend. But yeah, video's finished. Gonna cut it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.